In this tutorial, we will be taking a look at the generative shape fill in Adobe Illustrator, which is a rather new update from July. So the generative shape fill, as it says so, you can fill a shape with the generative images, items, whichever you choose. So I have this very basic shape here to show you some things. And then when you select the shape, you will get this taskbar, and if that taskbar isn't visible, you can go to Window and then select the contextual taskbar. Now with the shape selected, you can click the Generative Shape Fill Beta. And here you can give in what you want the shape to be filled with. So maybe let's say colorful flowers, and as you can see, Illustrator also gives you certain options in case you're not sure what you want to have as a prompt, so you can use those also. Just going to describe something like this, and then when you have your prompt ready, you can click Generate. And as you can see here, we now have our generative flowers, and you can also see here, and you also have variations which you probably saw to the right just a moment before I deselected my shape. If you want to see the other variations, you can go to Window and then select the Generative Variations window. And here you can see the ones I did before, but you can also see the ones he just gave us when we generated it. And then you can click them to change it. So now we have this very nice floral generative shape we added to our generative shape with the generative shape fill. Now you can also press the settings option here, and then you can choose your shape strength, which decides how much your generative item adheres to the shape you just selected, which you're using. So loose one just makes it use the shape as a sort of general outline, and the tighter you set it, the more it will keep the generations inside of the shape. What we can also do is, in case you have something you already created and you want your shape to your fill to adhere to that, you can click the generative shape, and I will keep the same prompt. But if you then click this style reference option, you can choose an asset, and I already have my asset here. Let's see, I want to use this one. So this, and then we go to the reference, choose asset, and here I can select the asset I want to use. And then now you can click Generate again, and it will use this asset as a style reference. So click Generate. Now, as you can see here, it generated new images, new flowers, but it really adheres to the style I told it to adhere to. Now, I have this, just was about to say this is on. Okay, so this is our latest generation in which we asked it to adhere to this style. And as you can see here, it actually really did. So again, you get 3 variations. You can create more if you like, but these are 3 variations which it gives you. So a shape, and you can choose fill with the generative shape fill. You can use the style reference if you have a style or an image or a vector you created which you want to match the style to. You can use a style reference. But now I just want to show you something else. Let's just delete these things. I have my picture here. And let's say I want to add some flowers to this picture to make it a bit more vibrant. We can do so by creating a shape. I'm just going to create a rather random shape like this. And then again, that shape, we have the generative shape fill. And let's say we want, let's say what? Amazing nature. No, makes me, let's just try this one. And then here in this option window, we can choose the strength, and I will set it to medium. And then I will set the detail to maximum. And here you can also choose the color presets. And for this one, I would like to have a vibrant color. So once you've done that, check if there's no style reference set, because I don't want to use a reference style right now. And I'm going to click Generate. And as you can see here, it created a vibrant flower. And we can also choose some other flowers. I think I like this one best. So now you can move this around also, tilt it a bit, something like this. Let's say you want more of these. I'm going to create a couple of more shapes. Well, I'll just keep one shape because otherwise it will be too crowded. Now this shape, I'm going to click the generative fill, and I'm keeping the same prompt, but here I'm going to use a style reference, and the style reference will be the one it just created. So I want it to match what I created before. So if you have multiple objects you want to use the generative fill with, and you want them to be the same style from the first one you created, or you want everything to be in the same style, then I suggest you create one first, you find the style you like, and then afterwards you create all the others you want to have, but you use the style reference of the first one, so you can be sure that everything in your picture, in your file, has the same style. And so now you click Generate again. And here it created another flower which does match the first one. You again get 3 options, but the other 2 are too dark for me, so we'll keep this one. And then just like that, you have added some generative flowers to your picture. So let's go over it again. When you have the generative shape fill in your contextual taskbar, you can give a prompt, and Illustrator also suggests some prompts in case you're not really sure or you want just to have a bit of inspiration. You can choose a style reference, which you can choose by choosing the asset from something already generated before to keep the same style, or you can import another picture or vector or image or whatever you made yourself and import it in Illustrator here in your file, and then choose that asset to match the same style you want. And then in the settings options for the generative shape fill, you have your prompt, you have your shape strength, which if it's loose, it really uses your shape just as a basic guide. And if it's tight, it will fit the generated shape really inside of the shape you created. Detail maximum or minimum, it just adjusts the level of detail. And then you have the effects you can also choose. You can choose to make it 3D, a flat design, but you can see them all here. These are effects you can add to your generative shape fill. And then you have the color and tone, where you can also choose if you want a vibrant color or a muted color, even black and white if you want. And then the number of colors is automatically set to auto, but you can also adjust that. A quick video on how to use the generative shape fill in Adobe Illustrator. Quite a new update from July. Let me know in the comments below if you liked this video. Be sure to press the thumbs up if you did. Press the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. I have new videos going live every week. And for now, stay creative. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope to see you in the next one.